Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Reimagined with Robin. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. Reimagined with Robin is a 15-minute live conversation with a leader who is working to reinvent how we interact with the world that we live in, from renting physical spaces to running cafes and many more. Turning to our audience today, I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you could type in the comment box, have you ever received a gift that you wanted to exchange? Have you ever received a gift that was a duplicate of something that you already own, and then you ended up just leaving it aside somewhere? And maybe reversing roles, as a gifter, have you ever worried about what to gift someone, especially if that person is very picky? I am that very picky person. So if you've ever tried to give me something, I think that you would have felt that wrath. But this month's guest speaker, Hani Goldstein, co-founder and CEO of Snappy, is here with us today. Welcome, Hani.
Thank you so much, Robin. Thanks for having me.
Of course, I've gotten to know Hani over the last 5 years since we met at GGV's annual Evolving E conference. Since then, we were lucky to be partners. And so she also, back in the day, shared this idea of Snappy with us and an app and how to redo gifting. I felt how passionate and creative she was, and we knew that we had to be a part of that journey. And so I'm going to turn these questions over to you, Hani, and ask you, what are you reimagining?
Thanks so much again, Robin. I want to say a big thanks for having me on your show today. And I've had the honor of working with you and with the entire GGV family for the past 5 years now, since Snappy was just a concept, as you mentioned. So I truly appreciate all of your support. And to your question, I'm happy we're having this conversation now, right before the holidays are coming, because at Snappy, we are reimagining gift giving. So we take all the hassle and from the process of giving gifts, turn it into a one-click experience for the gift giver, but also a fun and special experience for the gift recipient. And so, as you mentioned, I'm sure many of you experienced giving gifts and how hard it is. You don't know what to buy, you don't know where to buy it, what color, what size, where to ship it. And really there's tons of friction points throughout the way. So this process is actually so inefficient that there's about $1 billion of gift returns every single year, just in the holidays, just in the US. And we recently done a survey that says over 65% of people, actually majority of Americans, need help when it comes to gift giving. So this is why we built exactly this solution that helps you do it all really simply end to end, but also make sure the experience for the gift recipient is fun and magical and special.
So to clarify, are you helping companies reimagine how they gift, or are you helping consumers, or like who is it that you are helping?
So it's a great question, Robin. We're actually a one-stop shop for gifting, and it's pretty much for everyone, everywhere in the world. Snappy works today with over 3,000 enterprise customers. 40% of the Fortune 100 companies are Snappy customers, and we work cross industry. We have over 100 industries on the platform, from media, healthcare to even pest control. It could be small or big. It could be a company of 10 people, or it could be a company of hundreds of thousands of people. And then it could also be an individual that wants to send gifts to their friends and family. So pretty much we want to be there for you. When you say gift, we should say Snappy, and then you have that solution curated for you.
Where is it happening inside, let's say, a company, and how are companies embracing Snappy? Because I feel like there's so many use cases, whether it's like for their customers or internally or within teams.
Yeah, that's a great question. So for companies, we work either with their HR, employee experience, or just admin teams to help send internal gifts. That could be birthdays, so different celebrations of like company milestones, anniversaries, newborn, boosting morale, sales incentives. There's lots of different occasions where you can just recognize your team, show them that you care. And then external, obviously holidays, I forgot the biggest one that's coming. And then for clients, then we see companies trying to build relationship with their customers. If they hit 1 year anniversary with the company as a customer, if they want to have a reward system, referral systems, as well as just, when your customer has a nice milestone that you want to celebrate, even if they had a newborn or if they're, VIP customer, then you would want to make sure they know how much you care. So those are the type of occasions that we see companies use Snappy for.
I remember that at GGV, we were one of the earlier customers in your enterprise beta. I mean, we are obviously not enterprise grade in terms of size, but I remember very clearly one thing that you were very against was gift cards, because we used to at GGV just give out gift cards for people's birthdays. And can you talk a little bit more about the gift card phenomenon?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to mention, actually, we were probably one of the first 10 customers. We're now up to 3,000, as I mentioned. So that's pretty cool. I think we met when we had a few hundred gifts passing through the platform, and now over 3 million. So it's been quite a ride. And then in terms of the type of gift. So first of all, we have every single type of gift. It could be different products, subscription, travel, pretty much any single thing you want to send. So we just opened in our marketplace, Snappy Eat, Snappy Snack, Snappy Sweet. So even if we want to surprise someone with a cake at their doorstep, that's possible through Snappy today. Swag, anything that you want. And then in addition, specifically for gift cards, we actually built our entire solution as a marketplace with real products and experiences, because we did lots of studies and research, and we found that when you give a gift card, it's very transactional feeling. So it doesn't have that personal effect that you want to give. It's like, hey, Robin, here's $50, go get yourself something, right? And that doesn't feel all this fuzziness and appreciation passing. And so first of all, studies say you have to give at least 2x amount in order to get to the same result if you give cash or something that's like cash. But secondly, I think it's pretty obvious, like when you want to give a gift, you want to show that you care, and then putting that price tag kind of reduces all of that emotion, right? So we planned our experience in a way that you can add a song, a video, a nice greeting. You can design your entire way of communication. You can add a game, so you can add a claw machine that you can, pop up and then you see the gift. You can shake your bottle through the screen and then it pops up a gift. You can scratch the screen. So lots of different experience like that to reveal a gift. And then you basically get to our marketplace, and it doesn't have any prices, but you can choose from all these different curated options for you and the price point that the person sent you.
Yeah, one of the things about a gift card is like whenever I get a gift card, I never spend it on what I want. It's always like spent on something that I need. So it's like if I get an Amazon gift card, I end up getting diapers and not something for myself, as you probably very well know.
That's the second part, which is, yes, it goes to something that you kind of need versus a fun treat. And then, you end up, like you said, buying diapers or milk or whatever. And secondly, there's actually a huge amount that are unused at all. So billions of dollars that go wasted. And, we don't work like that at all. So at Snappy, we want to make sure you have a successful experience. So we don't charge anything if the gift isn't claimed, to make sure that the process is super smooth. You don't need to log in. You don't need to put a code. You can't lose your gift card. It just makes sure that you actually get a great experience.
So talking about experiences, how does technology at Snappy enable all this to happen?
So we have 3 pillars for our product. The first one is the Snappy systems. That includes an enterprise system, a self-service system, and a consumer platform, each one for the audience that wants to use Snappy. And so in the enterprise system, for example, we have over 30 integrations with HR platforms. So this way customers can go in and they can sync their data from their platforms. They don't need to actually do any manual work. They can trigger automation like, hey, someone has a birthday, someone has an anniversary, then they can make sure that they get that special surprise on that day. Or, hey, I want to send all my employees a gift. And you think it's simple, but actually we have customers with hundreds of thousands of employees, which is located all across the world in 70 countries. There's no possible way that you can go in, even just like procurement and privacy, all that going through in each vendor is insane, and having all those in stock is another thing. And then reporting, analytics, connecting it to payroll and all that stuff is pretty complex. So we help them with all of that. We also have integration with Zapier, so you can trigger gifts through Google form quizzes, anything like that. We're launching soon a Salesforce integration, which would be very nice for our customers to send gifts to their customers. And literally, we want to make it super easy to send a gift from anywhere you already work from. So, as easy as a text message. So that's pillar number one. Pillar number two is our marketplace. We have over 2 million gifts in stock at any given moment, over 50,000 SKUs. What's special about having a marketplace, we don't buy inventory and then we get stuck with it and then our buyers need to, take from that. Instead, we have access to every single vendor in the world, making sure that you have the most variety and that it's trendy, it changes, something goes out of stock, that automatically triggers Snappy's stock to change as well. And as I mentioned in there's like Snappy snacks for happy hours, Snappy sweets for birthdays, Snappy gifts, Snappy swag if you're doing a celebration, so things like that. Over 300 vendors already are on the platform, and obviously we're signing more and more as we speak. And then the third pillar is the Snappy Studio, and that's our sort of like, you can think about it as our production arm, where we want to make sure every gift that you send is special and magical. Like when you were a kid, you opened up a gift and you felt like surprised and happy. So how do we kind of digitally wrap this experience? All these nice products with this, as I mentioned, with the song or video, with a greeting, with a gamified experience when you open it. And then companies that use Snappy can also brand everything with their logo and mascot and have fun in those ways. So really making it special. And in addition to that part, there's different use cases. So if you want to send a gift and you want them to choose a gift before it's sent, that's an option. If you want to surprise them at the door because you know exactly what they want, which is very rare. Or if you want to send them a cake or flowers, then you can just kind of send that option.
Yeah, I really like the fact that it's one, super automated, but two, you're able to create like different campaigns. Because even for me, like, oh, we're hosting this dinner party, or you're hosting this conference, or you're doing it for a select group of people, and you just want to kind of create that. It's very easy, and you also have this like set budget, right? So like you're choosing gifts. If I wanted to spend $50 but not $75, you can do that. And the person on the other side would be like, my favorite thing about getting a Snappy gift as a recipient, and hint, hint, you can, definitely send me more gifts, but I'm just kidding. But you're like, you can actually like one day, like, I tend to like sit with my husband and we're like, oh, I got a Snappy gift. Like, what should we choose? And we get to like select it together, because you have a whole selection that fits inside that budget that somebody sent you. Be like, oh, maybe we do need another vacuum in the house, or like, maybe I do need this like paraffin hand wax machine. So I think it's actually really fun, kind of like the feeling that you're talking about, where like a kid opens up all their Christmas presents in the morning. So
and we've seen like families open these things up together, or even I got many notes that said, I need another gift because my wife stole mine and she made me choose the things.
Funny. I guess let's go on to the next question around, how do you envision our world be changed by Snappy over the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, so first of all, the Snappy mission is to spread smiles across the world with a click of a button. So hopefully we are able to generate a lot more gratitude and make it really easy to, show your support and appreciation to other people. This is like our most important goal. Then the second thing is, as I mentioned, we're building a one-stop shop, a place to go to when you want to send a gift. So in my opinion, in 5 years from now, I hope that someone says, I need a gift, and then someone else tell them, oh, send a Snappy, like that. It's so obvious that they don't need to go to thousands of different shops or e-commerce sites and all that stuff. They just know that they have a designated place that's just for this, that doesn't do anything else. They just want to make sure that you have a great experience sending a gift. And then the third is really about creating a positive impact on the world. We are today announcing a really important milestone at Snappy, where we our gift recipients, which are amazing. Really, I can't even share any word that will describe how I feel about them donating. Sometimes they have an option to donate their gift to a nonprofit. So we already raised over $1 million to Make-A-Wish Foundation. And through those gifts, so someone would get a gift, they say, I'll donate it to Make-A-Wish to a kid that needs it. And then from those gifts, we were able to take some gift person to Disney World as a wish, to have a celebration, like space celebration. We fulfilled over 100 wishes for kids. So I think those kind of things are just incredible. And to be able to do that and contribute our part is amazing. Obviously, lots of other initiatives at Snappy that go through making an impact. Like we planted about 60,000 trees last year. We donated a lot of other to different organizations, spend time to volunteering, like from cleaning forests to educating kids and things like that. So I think it's a privilege really to be able to have a fast growing company that, because it's growing so fast and doing great things, can also have a great impact on the world.
Yeah, and all of that is enabled through like the technology that you built and the platform to make it easy to be able to be like, hey, I want to do the gifting through a charity that I love and support.
Yeah, exactly. It's all correlated to the product. Even the fact that we have small businesses and we can promote like women-owned businesses or other minority businesses as part of our marketplace, so people have visibility to those products is really cool.
I know we're running out of time, so I'm going to ask you our last question today is, how are you reimagining yourself as a leader this year? Or maybe coming next year, since we're at the end of 2022.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do much in the next month and a half, but hopefully next year. Would love to continue to grow, to constantly learn and understand, listen to our employees, to our customers, see what they need in order to have a better experience and hopefully help them get there. In addition, I would always love to continue to innovate. I think a company that stops there, that's like the end of it. So really being able to come up with more creative ideas and fun things that will help our users be happy and bring more fun vision to this company. And lastly, I just hopefully want to continue to be grateful for everything I have personally, and we have as a company, and for our team and customers that help us grow every day.
Thank you. It's not easy going through like all that's happened through also COVID, and then also like the Great Resignation, and then now, all the layoffs, right? People need the gifting and happiness and support, I feel like, more than ever. And so I'm glad that you're kind of such a core part of people's lives.
Thank you so much, Robin. And really thank you for inviting me to the show and spending time together. It's really lovely to see you.
Thank you for sharing all your insights. And everyone stay tuned for more future videos, and we'll have part 2 of Snappy coming up very shortly.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much. Have a great day.